Good morning, class 7th. In the previous class, we have completed C1, C2 and C3 exercises of chapter 3. Now in this class, we are going to complete A and B exercises of this chapter, which is on page number 37. Now you can see A part, answer in detail. Question number 1. Differentiate between plant and animal fibers. So, answer plant fibers. In plant fibers, number 1, fibers obtained from plants are called plant fibers. And number 2, examples of plant fibers are cotton, jute, flax and hemp. Now in animal fibers, number 1, fibers obtained from animals are called animal fibers. Number 2, examples of animal fibers are wool and silk. So, this is answer of question 1. Now next, question 2. How is wool obtained from silk? Its answer, the process of obtaining the wool from sheep is known as shearing. It is removal of the fleece along with the thin layer of the skin. The next step is to clean the sheared skin and hair. This is done in the big tank to remove the grease, dust and dirt. Just a minute. The process is known as scouring. Then the fleece is sorted according to its texture and type. Now fibers can be dyed in various colors. Once the dyeing process is completed, the fibers are straightened, combed and rolled into yarn. Yarn means thread. Now question 3. Explain the life cycle of silk moth. So its answer, the female silk moth lays about 100 to 130 eggs at a time. The eggs hatch and the caterpillars or silkworms emerge. This is called the larval stage. The silkworm deposits filaments in layers around its body through figure of 8 movements of the head, forming a structure called cocoon. Inside the cocoon, the silkworm enters the second stage of its life called the pupa, and then the third and final stage to become an adult moth. Now with this answer you have to draw figure 3.8, that is life cycle of silk moth. Now question 4. How are silk fibers obtained from cocoons? So its answer, cocoons are collected and kept under the sun or boiled or exposed to steam. This helps in separating out the silk fibers. The process by which silk thread is separated from the cocoon is called reeling the silk. Then the spinning of silk fibers into thread is done. The silk thread obtained are woven into the desired clothes. Now question 5. How do silkworms spin cocoons? Its answer, a cocoon is spun by using two long continuous fibers from two glands Finally, the two ends of the fibers are joined by using a sticky substance, that is sericin. The silkworm continues to develop inside the cocoon. Once the cocoon are spun, the pupae turn into adult moths. Now answer briefly. Answer briefly, question number 1. Why do you need clothes? So its answer, we all wear clothes to protect ourselves from heat, cold, dust, rain and insect. Now question 2. How does wool fibers keep our body warm? So its answer, wool hair fibers act as an insulator to trap the air inside the cloth, which helps to keep our body warm. Question 3. What are the 3 grades of silk produced? Its answer, 3 grades of silk are reeled silk, spun silk, nail silk. Now question 4. What is throwing? Its answer, in throwing, the silk strands are twisted together with other silk strands to form a thicker and stronger yarn. Now question 5th. Name a few varieties of silk. Its answer, mulberry silk, tussar silk, chanderi silk are the varieties of silk. Question 6. Name 2 breeds of sheep. Sheep found in India. Also give the names of the states in which they are found. Answer, number 1, Bakarwal, found in Jammu and Kashmir. Number 2, Lohi, found in Punjab and Rajasthan, are 2 breeds of sheep found in India. That's all for today, class 7th. In the next class, we will start a new chapter. Thank you, class.